man. Give us a go.
Patience, my friend.
That's what it's all about. Patience and respect. That's what you orderlies need to learn. Respect for hospital protocol. Now, you can get this back from me after school.
We're not amused. Oh, he's cool to have around. He keeps things real.
Yeah, I don't know what I'd do without him.
Oh, yeah. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Oh, what? No milk again?
Don't worry, I'm sure Kit will bounce back in any moment and provide for your every need.
I'll give him that. He doesn't know how to work a room.
I know what I'd like to give him.
Okay, someone needs to download. Hit me.
I know he's a friend of yours, Alice, but he's such hard work.
Could have told you that for free.
He doesn't listen to a word I say. He's constantly interrupting, and that whole Mr. Nice Guy act is really starting to get to me.
Just ignore him.
If I wasn't in charge, that's exactly what I'd do. But I am in charge.
Feeling the pressure, eh?
Craig takes his job seriously. Craig takes this department seriously.
And Kip doesn't do serious.
Not from what I've seen.
Well, I think my advice still stands.
No, I can't ignore him.
Yes, you can. He's just a big baby who gets a kick out of winding you up. Don't take it. Walk away.
Walk away.
Even if you want to knock him into next week.
V-I-V-I-O. Vivio. It doesn't matter where I found him. You just put it on your sandwich board outside and I'll send out some more emails. And one word, Karen. Sangria. Bye.
No.
I haven't even asked you yet.
I read your email.
It'll be fun. We'll find you a young Antonio Banderas to dance with.
I don't want to go out dancing.
Come on, the sister of the organizer gets in for free.
The sister of the organizer wants to know why the organizer's getting back with Karen.
I am not getting back with anyone. I am just helping a purely platonic friend to get clients through the door.
Well, this client will be too tired. Have fun.
Tons.
Without me. Hey, I forgot to ask you about the wound clinic.
We don't have a wound clinic.
Not yet.
You want me to schmooze Gallum?
Well, that's why I married you.
Well, I'll see what can.
Cover me! I'm going in!
Give me a break.
If I don't make it out alive, tell Mary Jane that I love her. You got it.
Come on, G.I. Joe, let's go save the day somewhere else. You are so pushing it, buddy.
Deep down, Sarah Potts loves me.
Yeah, if she wasn't married, I'd probably say you're right.
Hey?
Sarah tends to fight with guys she's into. It's a bit primary school, but that's the way she is.
Well, you reckon she's got the hots for me?
No, I reckon Human Resources is about to wind up your contract. Now stop annoying her.
Okay.
I mean it, Kit. Pull your head in.
Anything you say, Yoda.
And beautiful fielding from Roberts. He lobs the ball back to the bowler.
He made me do it.
Sorry, miss. Won't happen again, miss.
If it does, it won't be the only ball you're worrying about. Do you understand?
Scouts on.
Good. Maybe we can talk work then.
Sure.
Now, radiology conference. I'm thinking it's a good idea to use the Martin case for the teaching points, plus you'll need 3 or 4 other cases to show
Yes, actually, I was wondering.
Yes?
Could I have my ball back, please?
Your behaviour is completely unacceptable. If you don't start showing some respect for this job, I'll have no choice but to go down the formal warning route. Is that what you want?
What I want is for you to feel comfortable around me.
What?
I know you like me. I know it must be awkward for you, but all these feelings you have for me, they'll pass in time, okay?
Yvonne, you're not.
Oh, not me, you nong. I'm just doing some research for Maya.
Oh, yeah, of course. Hey, Tans. Hey, I just thought your mother was going. Ow!
Answer the phone, you.
Kia ora, Shortland
I
Street.
think I might get out tonight. Change the record.
Good idea.
Through now.
So, what shall we do? Movies?
Lovely thought. What about tomorrow night?
Are you busy?
Oh, just a few bits and pieces I've got to do.
Have you got a date with Brenda or something? Please tell me I'm not being fobbed off for a poker night with the orderlies.
I'm sorry. I'm doing something with Maya.
I see.
It's an antenatal class.
Well, can't she go on her own?
Everything's changed since my day. I have to get some schooling, otherwise I won't be allowed into...
Allowed into the birth. That would make you her birthing partner.
But she didn't have anyone else. I couldn't let her do it on her own.
Mr. Nare needs surgery, Gavin. It's definitely appendicitis.
It's gastroenteritis, nothing more.
You can't be sure of that. I mean, there's no one test for appendicitis.
Nausea, diarrhea, anorexia, it equals gastroenteritis. There's no fever, rebound tenderness, or elevated white cell count. It's gastroenteritis.
Yeah, but rebound tenderness is often a late sign, and I mean, well, he's otherwise healthy, which explains the white cell count.
Yeah, but we can only test what's there, not what isn't there.
Oh, well, we'll wait for him to come back with peritonitis, shall we? Be showing all the signs then, and a bad case of creeping death.
I'm not admitting him.
Right, we'll find someone who will.
You can talk to God if you like. Mr. Nare is not going to be admitted to the surgical ward.
Who needs God when you've got Justine? Hi, Captain and ED. Listen, I need a surgical consult. Query appendicitis ASAP. Cheers.
It's a waste of time. She's just going to tell you the same thing.
We'll see.
Don't forget to fill out Mr. Nare's discharge papers.
I can think of no reasonable excuse for Sophie and Nate's behaviour, and I don't know where to begin to make amends for their immaturity.
And the same goes for me too. I am beyond mortified. But I assure you, Nate's punishment will certainly fit the crime.
And if there was any damage to your property, then Sophie will pay. As it is, she won't be getting any allowance for the foreseeable future.
There was no damage, Justine. No harm done at all, really. Apart from my near heart attack and one of the birds I was working on.
Yes, and it appears that doing a bit of taxidermy makes you the local mass murderer these days.
Must seem a bit odd, I suppose. I've been doing anatomical research.
Luke, honestly, you do not need to explain. Unlike these two.
We're sorry about everything, Dr. Devil.
Yeah, we got a bit carried away, I guess. Sorry.
That's pretty pathetic. Try again.
It's fine. I can understand people being a bit twitchy with what's been going on around here.
Still.
You do be careful, won't you? There is a murderer in our city, after all. It's not the time to be caught in the wrong place.
That should make you more comfortable, Mr. Nare, and then when you're ready, we'll send you home, okay?
No, it's not home time just yet. I'd like to do another set of blood tests just to make sure we've got this nailed. Is that okay with you? Good on you, mate.
I thought Justine wanted him discharged.
Justine hasn't even seen him. She just took dumb Gavin at his word.
And you think it's appendicitis?
I know it. When does Gavin finish his shift, as in when does the next registrar get here?
Can it be ages? Why?
Then we have to dream up excuses to keep Mr. Nare in that bed. Wait for the next shift to check him over.
No, not the dreaming up excuses thing.
They lost the bloods, the orderlies didn't bring the notes over. I'm just a nurse, don't ask me.
I'm not playing hard the patient with you, Kip.
Don't worry about Gavin, he doesn't need to know.
It's not Gavin I'm worried about, it's Sarah. It's totally against protocol, and she loves protocol.
Yeah, but she's in a meeting. Look at that poor, sick man. How can I send him home? How can you?
You so owe me.
Anything, anytime, anywhere. Mr. Knight is off to the ward any minute. Mrs. Powers waiting on the ultrasound.
And Mr. Fry?
Blood tests, hot off the press. That leaves Mr. Nare, who's just waiting on some blood tests.
Okay, so it all seems to be under control.
Absolutely. Now, if you could just take a look at this young woman who'd prefer to see a
hang on.
female
There seems to be a bit of a mix-up here.
Really?
Gavin has cleared Mr. Nare for discharge.
Yeah, he's waiting on those tests.
What tests? According to Gavin, he's ready to go home and has been for several hours, so what's he still doing here?
Hey, how was the HOD meeting? Look, Gavin thinks it's gastroenteritis, I think it's appendicitis. I'm waiting for the next shift to get a second opinion.
So you're backing the whole system on a gut feel?
It's not a gut feel. I am certain that these tests will show an elevated white cell count.
Send him home.
Mr. Nare is not improving. If we send him home now, he's just going to end up back here in a few hours with a perforation.
Well, the way you've been going on today, he's lucky that he hasn't broken his leg on a skateboard or got concussion from a flying cricket ball or been hit in the head with an apple.
This is my professional opinion, Sarah. I'm not mucking around.
Can you see how I'm having just a little bit of trouble actually caring what your professional opinion is?
Sarah, I'm just doing my job.
That's right. And you can start by sending him home. Now.
Tell me you'll come dancing tonight and I'll leave you alone.
No.
I'll follow you. Where are you going? The drug cupboard? Come on, Tans. You've been miserable long enough.
I know, I can go longer than this.
Mark's gone. He's getting on with his life. Maya's getting on with hers. So how come you're still the one moping around?
I'm not ready.
I'm not asking you to marry anyone. Just come to a salsa evening.
I can't dance yet.
Why? Because you might actually smile. How about you come and sit in the corner like a wallflower? Just make up the numbers for me.
How can I say no to that?
Don't you worry. Make sure you have a good time.
I can't turn my back without Kip doing something completely stupid, not to mention unprofessional.
That bad, huh?
No respect for protocol, trying to hide things from me. Meanwhile, the rest of the staff thinks the sun shines out of his butt.
Way to go on the whole not letting him get to you thing.
I've completely failed, haven't I?
D-.
Okay, well, now I've offloaded on you and completely ruined your day. I feel so much better. Thank you, Alice.
Oh, all part of the job. Speaking of which...
Your mum's photo. That was a logical explanation.
He got lucky, that's all.
What about the surgical instruments?
He stuffs animals, cuts up their insides for anatomical research. How creepy is that? Anyway, it's probably just a cover. He's a psycho, but he's also way clever. There's a whole lot of information about killer doctors in here.
Give me the highlights.
Okay, well, they reckon that Jack the Ripper was Queen Victoria's surgeon.
No way.
Yeah, and this doctor in England, Harold Shipman, murdered over 200 of his patients. And they don't even know if that's all of them. Doctors make the worst serial killers.
It's so gotta be him.
But who's going to believe us? Not the police, not our parents.
I've got one place where lots of people listen to you.
Sophie's blog.
They'll totally be into it.
Because they're all afraid of becoming the next victim. Genius, Nate.
So what are you gonna call it? Because you can't actually name him.
How to spot a serial killer.
Nice.
Sorry about tonight.
Oh, no worries. I've got to be rough anyway.
That's good. And I'm sorry that all this baby business is making you feel uncomfortable.
I don't want to hear it, Mum.
I know you don't. But you have to. You have to know that I am not taking sides. That whatever idiotic decisions Maya has made, she is still my daughter. And I love her, as I love all of my daughters. And this baby will be in our world very soon. You can't go on like this.
Watch me.
Think about it. A teeny-weeny little baby boy or girl, completely innocent.
With an evil mother and father.
Please don't talk like that.
What do you want from me? You expect me to start knitting booties for something that will remind me of Mark for the rest of my life? Are you insane?
Maya and the baby are family. They are real. You're going to have to accept them sometime.
Oh, you accept this. I might not even hang around this joint. I might go and get myself a brand new life.
You can't mean that.
Well, I haven't decided that yet. But I do know one thing for sure. This baby is only going to have one auntie, and that's Libby.
Tanya!
I don't want to see it, and I don't want to hear about it. Subject closed. Thank you.
Good call.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good call.
Mr. Nari has appendicitis and is on his way to surgery. Why? Because this guy was right and everyone else was wrong. Oh, yeah.
Is this the patient who was due to be discharged?
Mm-hmm.
You were in on this.
Well, like I said, Kip made a good call. If we'd sent Mr. Nari
I
home.
asked you a question, Alice.
Yes, I was in on it, and I'm sorry we went behind your back.
So when you stood there nodding and smiling, you were actually lying your butt off. Our policy is to follow rules, not make them up as we go along, and you do know that I'm going to have to give Craig an incident report because this is nothing less than insubordination.
Hey! Pick on someone your own size.
Kip, I can handle it.
You shouldn't have to. Leave her out of this.
Lying? No, I'm not going to leave that out.
Now look, Alice voiced her concerns to me, but I insisted we wait for another consult.
Right, well, I'll deal with you later.
No, you'll deal with me now because this has nothing to do with Alice, who, by the way, is another professional, not just good at her job, but great at her job. And I'm just grateful that at least one member of ED is enough of a team player to back me up, instead of constantly trying to pull the rug from under my feet.
By which you mean me?
Yeah, I mean you. You've been giving me a hard time since I got here, constantly undermining me, watching my every move. Why? Because you're jealous. Because I know how to get on with people and you, well, you clearly don't.
Kip, that's enough.
And unlike some people, Alice isn't totally threatened by someone new on the scene. So why don't you shove that in your filthy little brown-nosing report, Dr. Potts?
I'm
Later tonight, the drama comes courtesy of our friends in Albert Square, where it seems Ian is full of surprises. There's one for Greg, but more of a shock in store for the Masouds. That's EastEnders tonight at 8.